brand new banger.
It's Knucklehead Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit on Lay.
No, man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. It's like not him. Not him.
Back his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage.
You're Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce, and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right. Look at this.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah. Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hype for this shit. Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
But yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Tuesday night. You know what that means? It's Knucklehead Comics. We are not live. This is pre-recorded. But if you want to see us live, there will be a link to be an audience member when we do record this shit. But it's not gonna change anything. What's going on, Hutch?
What up, Toe? What up, my brother? How's it going?
It's going good, bro. It's going good, man. How's everything with you, bro?
I'm good, you know. Chilling at home, not doing anything, relaxing.
We out here. What's up, Cap?
Not much.
What's up,
made
Cap?
it late, but I made it.
How you doing, bro?
I'm alright. How you doing, Hoach?
Hanging in there.
And I hear that, man. But yo, this is our first recorded program. But like I said before, ain't nothing gonna change. We still gonna be talking about some shit, and we got some exciting news, at least for me, that the Sony Marvel film universe is dead.
The Sony Spider-Verse is dead.
Okay, well,
That's what they call it.
I'm gonna consider that Marvel. But yeah, the Spider-Verse is dead. So that
Sony doesn't have any more rights anymore Marvel characters, do they?
They have the rights to any and all characters related to Spider-Man, especially the villains. That's why they made Morbius, Madam Web, Kraven, Venom. They put Carnage in there. They put the Rhino. They did a whole bunch of shit to keep it out of the hands of Marvel. But we can get to the particulars, though.
That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah. Well,
but I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought when Marvel bought back Spider-Man, they also bought back everything.
Oh, they didn't buy back Spider-Man. Marvel has a deal with Sony that that Sony will produce the Spider-Man films, but let Marvel take charge, basically, of creative. So Marvel gets to make the movie they want, but it's still a Sony project, and they get to use Spider-Man in a few other movies outside of the Sony realm.
Don't mean to cut you off. Then why didn't Sony use Spider-Man in Morbius, Madam Web, Venom, and the new shit, Kraven? I saw the previews for Kraven, and I'm like, and I told my nephew was like, nah, it's the kid from Kick-Ass, it'll be all right. And I'm like, it's Kraven. There's no Spider-Man. I understand this is a origin storyline or whatever. I go, but they're gonna fuck it up, and I'm hearing that the movie's horrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
I was just gonna say quickly. So again, the reason they made these movies is because that weird rule that Marvel put in, where if you don't do anything with the property for a certain amount of time, the rights revert back. So Sony did not want Marvel to use Venom or Carnage or Kraven or anything because they wanted to do their own Sinister Six. So they had to put out these movies in order to keep the rights with them. That's why they put the movies out without Spider-Man.
So they basically subjugated us to some ass movies.
Yep.
Because they wanted to keep the rights.
Yeah. And also, from what I'm hearing, they were never restricted in including Spider-Man. They just chose not to use.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Cap said, if they still had the rights to Spider-Man, even though Marvel has the creative control, it was like you still could have used Spider-Man.
Yeah, but think about this. If they would have used Spider-Man, that would have been three Marvel movies of just Spider-Man. That would have been the 2 Avengers movies he was in. 1, 2, possibly 3 Venoms. Madam Web, Kraven, Morbius. That's 11 fucking movies. Tom Holland's never going to agree with that. He's not going to do... He wouldn't have done all that shit right now.
Right, but like what they could have done, I think it was Venom, either Venom 1 or Venom 2 at the end, where he's watching TV and they show Spider-Man on TV. Like, I didn't watch Madam Web, I didn't watch Morbius because, one, my Madam Web looked like it sucked from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Morbius, I'm not a Jared Leto fan, I'm sorry. So I was not gonna watch that. I mean, I love Venom and I like Tom Hardy and I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch Venom. But even Venom was like, you guys are killing, you're stretching it here, you're killing me. I wanted to say like my man from fucking The Sandlot, you're killing me, Smalls, you're killing me. It wasn't an easy watch. Even 1 or 2, but I haven't seen 3. But they weren't easy watches. Like there were some parts that were funny, but it was like, guys, bro, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
I
I had the pleasure of not watching any of these movies, so I was good from all that.
I did see Madam Web, and I gotta say, Madam Web is a fun time when you already know that it's a trash movie.
Okay.
Because it is super hilarious to watch and go, really? This is what they came up with?
So you're
Okay, how much worse could it
me
get?
it's like watching Stallone beat Judge Dredd.
Hey, that Stallone Judge Dredd movie is fucking awesome.
For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I like it I legitimately like that movie. Now, the other Dredd movie is vastly better. I will agree. That is comparatively speaking, Carl Urban is fucking Judge Dredd, and what Sylvester Stallone did is shit. But Sylvester Stallone's movie is still fucking, in my mind, is still fucking great.
Oh,
You know why? Because if
he is the law.
Yeah. Yo, if you don't call it Judge Dredd and that's just a movie, that fits in with the time, like with the way they made movies back in those days. It's they didn't do nothing crazy. It's just now if you don't have a Fast and the Furious movie that has some kind of substance in it, it's gonna suck. And that's what I think they did with the Venom movie, the Morbius movie, the Craven movie, the Madam Web. They try to make this shit all fucking superhero-y with a little bit of a story, and the graphics and the characters are gonna fucking compel you to watch this. I saw from the moment I saw the first trailer for every single one of these, this is gonna be garbage. And I knew it was good. And then I hear Krill's watching it, and I hear Symbiote, and I said, nothing Sony does is ever gonna be good anymore. They said Symbiote, and I declared it, and I won. I won this argument.
Like I said, Venom 1 and 1 and 2 I watched them. They weren't the easiest to watch. They had their moments. I'm not gonna lie. They had their moments. For Venom 2, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I love Woody Harrelson for Carnage because he has proven to be able to do almost any kind of fucking movie that you need him to play, any kind of actor you need him to play. Like Woody Harrelson's a very to me underrated actor.
Yeah,
he can do a lot of range. He can do so many ranges, but people just always sleep on him. That being said, every time I go on Netflix and I'm clicking by and I see the thing for Madam Web, and I just leave it there, and they're in that subway scene, and I see somebody that looks like Spider-Man, and I'm like, but that's not Spider-Man. Like,
yo, all of his lines are almost purely like this. And then they came and got the da-da-da. You don't see him speak. You hear him, but the camera is always somewhere else.
Woody Harrelson?
No, for Madam Web, the guy who played whoever the fuck that was.
Yeah, I'm like, that's okay. It's not the black suit. Like, what are you guys doing now? I'm sorry, I saw that and I'm just like
Alloy Man.
Yo, no. You know who he was? He was Arachnaman from WCW.
Yo, he made it.
No. That was the original Man Spider.
Shit.
Yo, who's that in the train? That's Spider, man.
But I like I said, man, I just see that and I'm just like, oh, you guys really, bro. Because, but it's sad that Sony would play these games. And I think, like, for Venom, they made money off of Venom. Madam Web bombed at the box office. And it looks like Craven is going to bomb at the box office. And didn't also Morbius bomb at the box office?
Morbius technically made money.
Yeah,
because it was a $75 million budget.
Technically was good.
But they made $167 million worldwide. But yeah, they technically made money on that.
Because people love anything with vampires. Just cut the crap. You put vampires in a movie, people are going to go watch it.
Dude, I haven't seen Morbius, but I actually heard people saying that Morbius is actually a fun time to watch.
Were they drunk
it's dumb as hell, but it's fun to watch.
Were they drunk or hot?
Cruz Cruz liked it.
Sorry. I'm good. I love Cruz, but this is the same man that said that my man John Amos, when he was in Beastmaster, was The Rock. So I can't really trust what he says. Yeah, John Amos, my man, McDougal from fucking Coming to America. When he was in Beastmaster, he called him The Rock. So, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I can't.
You would have been better off calling him Pee Wee Herman. They would have been close.
So again, Krill says he likes a movie. I gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Yo, it is being reported that Craven is going to make less in its opening weekend than Madam Web.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, every single review that I've seen for Craven has almost all of them has said that this movie makes Madam Web look like Citizen Kane.
Jesus Christ.
Even with my man Gladiator, Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but like, if you noticed, but Russell Crowe has been falling off lately.
Lately, my man.
I mean, from what I've seen, like the Thor Love and like he hasn't really been giving his best performances.
Dude, so what do you call it? Oh, what the fuck was that movie he did? The last good movie he's done. Oh, so from Les Mis on, people have been saying that his acting has been trash. Everybody says he's the worst part of Les Mis.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last movie I saw him in that I actually liked and I thought he was actually really good in was The Pope's Exorcist. That movie was actually pretty fucking good.
Okay. Haven't seen it. I'm not really big into that shit.
Yeah, but okay. I mean, shit. Gladiator was his best thing, and then
I know Beautiful Mind was a very good movie.
Yo, so one of the reviewers I saw, and told you saw this one as well, made the argument that the actor alone sometimes isn't sufficient. You need the director to pull it out of him. Because there's an Oscar winner in Craven who everybody and every review is like, this lady sucks in this movie.
Get out of here.
She is trash in this movie, and she just won the Oscar like maybe last year or the year before.
Wow.
Yo, one guy
Wow.
spilled the beans. It wasn't a spoiler thing, but he said he was perplexed by the decision of the first 8 minutes. Craven speaks with his Russian accent.
okay.
Then the rest of the film, he just speaks normally.
Kofi it.
Kofi Kingston,
He Kofi
Yeah.
it.
which is crazy because he had an accent during fucking Age of Ultron.
That's what that
This
dude
man-
said too.
This man can do the accent.
He did the accent in the beginning of the movie. You know, to me, when I hear that, that's one of the reasons why I don't like Gangs of New York. Because Gangs of New York, Leo only does an accent when I think he's talking in his head. Or it's very weird. He only uses an accent in certain scenes, but not the entire time. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. You're supposed to be... Your accent wasn't... What you were doing was not around. Just look at what the fuck is that guy? He did, I'm blanking on his name, but he did Lincoln. He did There Will Be Blood.
Oh shit.
Day?
Not Daniel. No.
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis. There you go.
Okay.
He is in that movie as well, but he's the New Yorker bad guy. His accent is historically correct.
Yeah, in Gangs of New York, yes.
So if Leo was going to do anything other than the Irish accent, that should have been what he did. But
you're
like I
right.
said,
That falls on the consistency of the director to be like, hey, dude, you're not talking with your accent. I need you to speak with your accent.
Dude, no, but that's what Scorsese wanted. That's how Scorsese wanted to do the film, and I guess whoever the fuck directed Craven also wanted to sit there and go, he can do it. Cool. Now shut the fuck up about it and let's have this goddamn movie. Even though Russell Crowe is speaking with his Russian accent the entire time.
But you know who put on a good accent? throughout the whole movie and every movie he does?
Denzel Washington.
The Rock. He has that. I don't give a fuck what country this nigga's from. I'm doing my own Samoan shit.
He's speaking The Rock.
Yeah.
Well, now you gotta hand it. You gotta hand it to him. In Fast 5, when he first showed up, he played one hell of a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He did. Yeah.
I'll give him that. It's to the point where I'm like, is he supposed to be Stone Cold?
Bro, I call it all the time. I'm like, yo, he just fucking played Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Like,
I've never heard The Rock say some bitch like that.
Was this role supposed to be for Stone Cold and he couldn't make it and then they put in The Rock? Was that it? I said that before. I think I told Led, I'm like, But
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know who my pick to pick Craven would have been? I guess if you're doing an origin story, he'd be too old. It would be Scott Adkins.
Ooh.
He looks like
that would
Craven.
be nice.
Yo,
Yeah.
if we could somehow delete this movie and get a Last Hunt storyline within one of these Marvel Spider-Man movies, get Scott Adkins to be Craven, would have something fucking
me
going.
and Le have been talking about making a Craven movie for at least like 5 to 10 years. And I keep saying, yo, my actor to play Craven will be Scott Adkins. He looks like him. And because of Undisputed, we know he can pull off the accent. And he is very athletic as a martial artist. Would be perfect to play Craven.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Do you guys remember the original trailer to Craven? The original trailer made it look like Craven got bit by a fucking lion. And then somehow got powers.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one that thought that's what it looked like. Okay, I didn't want to say it, but I was like, I'm like,
they fixed it poorly, but they fixed it.
No, but when you get bit by the true king lion of the jungle, you get powers.
Yo, that's how Highlander started. There was one Highlander, and he bit the fucking dude from the movie. And I'm being facetious. That's not.
I was about to say, because I didn't watch like an Origin Highlander. I just seen the show. Like, really? That's how the fuck? And that kept going? Like that lasted after part 1? Okay. Shit, Sean Connery did his thing.
Bro, I'm tired of being disappointed.
Yeah.
With Sony movies.
You know, there you go, Cap. I think you won the argument. Remember when we was talking about when the Marvel movies going bad, you just stop watching them?
Yeah.
And I gave you shit. I forgot what I gave you shit about. But the thing is, I never watched these Sony Marvel shits because they weren't real. But now all of a sudden, after what the 5th one, they're gone.
6.
I guess the 6th one.
Because there's 3 Venoms, a Morbius, Madam Web, and Craven.
Morbius. Yes. That's how insignificant Morbius is to me. I keep forgetting that shit ever existed. But yeah, so after 6, they're gone. So I guess not watching them really does.
So
it doesn't make them go, let's make a better one. It makes them go, yo, let's just stop making them.
Right, and give this shit back to Marvel, because at least Marvel can make a better movie.
Yeah, or at least sign a deal with working with Marvel the same way they did with Spider-Man. You don't like free money? That's like me going up to someone in school like, yo, do my homework for me. And I just get the grade.
You see, I was a little confused because I thought when they did when Marvel bought back, I guess was X-Men and shit like that. I thought the whole package included all the other.
But that was Fox.
They were just Fox.
That was just Fox.
Yeah.
Fox and Universal they brought back because that's how they got back Blade
Marvel was
and
going around fucking trying to buy back all their fucking rights to all their fucking characters.
Yeah. But so the Fox deal, that was one of those things that if they make an X-Men, they got to use the characters that were already X-Men in the Fox.
Yeah. So
movie?
no. There was a weird thing where they had free reign of every and all X-Men characters. So in the comics, Marvel literally switched to the Inhumans. They stopped making new X-Men characters.
No, I'm talking about the actors played in the movies.
Oh yeah, the I think until 2025, if you do a Marvel X-Men movie, you still have to use some of the contracted actors in the film.
Okay.
But Deadpool gets away with it because Deadpool's not an X-Men movie. It's a Deadpool movie. It's separate.
Yeah. And also, no one played those characters before. And Colossus, that's right, Lay.
It's all CGI.
I said him. I said his name. Colossus was CGI. But yeah.
You mean my man Pietro?
Yes. But shit.
Yeah. Dude, if you notice, that's why, what do you call it? Toad wasn't Ray Park who played Toad. But it was somebody who looked damn near close to him.
Same as
Well, because Park played Toad in X-Men 2, or in, was it
1?
Toad was in X-Men 1.
1, right.
Yeah, but certain main characters had to be played by their people. The way they explained it, for like behind the scenes thing, whoever was in the film but wasn't played by their original actor, like Juggernaut or the Russian
The Devil.
Huh?
The Devil from First Class.
Yeah.
Morpheus.
Azrael.
Yeah.
Or they had the speedster lady from X-Men 3. Those were variants of those characters. They got sent and pruned to, what do you call it?
Yeah.
But everybody else, it was their actual. So that was Sabretooth from the first X-Men who was sent to the realm. That was Pyro from X-Men
Right.
1, 2, 3 who was sent.
Right,
Okay.
so that was in the, I guess, the Abyss or whatever they wanted to call it.
So it was Ben Affleck's Daredevil that died in the void.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how they explain that Ben Affleck's Daredevil died in the void, but not the real Daredevil.
Yeah, no, not actual Daredevil. We're gonna get him sometime later this year or next year.
It's March, right?
Yeah, I think so. Which
Born Again?
that's got to be my most anticipated. Even more so than the 2 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, you mean the Born Again?
Yeah,
Daredevil Born Again for the second time because they did the Born Again storyline in last fucking
Season 3, right?
yeah. He's born again. This time,
Word.
it's
For
personal.
real. Yeah. Daredevil Born Again Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, listen, bro. That being, I know Netflix. Did Netflix have to stop producing them because of Marvel?
Yeah, because Marvel got the rights to the character back.
Which I'm not gonna lie, those were some of the best comic book shows.
Except for Iron Shit.
Oh no,
So-
yeah.
Here's good news though. I think they shot like half a fucking season, and then Kevin Feige went and saw what they did and was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" and trashed it. He's like, "Nah, this shit is not fucking going out," and that opened the door for Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio to get into Kevin Feige's ear and be like, "Yo, let's make it season 4 from Netflix." And they reworked it and they agreed it's going to be like the Netflix show. They said it's going to be just as violent. It's going to have, they brought back the actors who's playing Karen Page, Deborah Ann Wall, the guy who played Foggy.
Yeah.
They got all the pieces back together. And the driving force was Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. Like, yo, if we're gonna do this, let's do it the way we were doing it before, just now under your banner.
That's
And Kevin
great.
Feige agreed to it.
That's actually great that he agreed to it because
It makes perfect sense.
yeah, but you know, my problem is that when people do shit like this, is they want to put their own spin on it, and it's like, yo, nobody knows what your formula is gonna bring.
Yeah.
They had a great formula. Just keep it going. Like I said, on Netflix, some of the highest rated shows were Daredevil, Luke Cage, even Jessica Jones, and then
The first season, yeah.
yeah, and then the Defenders. I mean, a lot of people after about 2-3 episodes they stopped watching Iron Fist. I unfortunately was one of those like it can't be this bad.
I muscled through it, yeah, and it was.
It can't be this bad. Every other episode, I kept saying it can't. He can't be this bad. You're the legendary Iron Fist, but meanwhile you keep getting your ass beat.
But you know something, Hoach? I think the problem was no one knew he was the legendary Iron, because he didn't say it enough.
Bro, he punched a fucking dragon.
Yo, I was saying the same shit to
To
Lay.
get the Iron Fist, you have to punch a fucking. Now, mind you, I love dragons. I'm a big fucking, dragon kind of guy. Whatever, my man. You punch to have the Iron Fist. You have to do almost what's the impossible. How are you still getting your ass beat, but meanwhile your girlfriend is kicking ass?
Yeah, yo, and the funny thing is, before you get to the point where you punch the dragon, you're fighting a tournament to see who can get to punch the dragon, and then before that, you learn 7,000 different fucking martial arts. This isn't punch a dragon, like this isn't slapping the bull from fucking the Wild Hog. You don't just walk in there, slap the bull, and run away. No, you gotta earn the right to get in there. Like how that work? Who forgot that?
Right. But his girlfriend, who just knows one variant of fucking martial arts,
Yeah.
is handing ass left and right.
He'd never learned New York food. That's what it was. He came into New York and everybody's like, that canned food shit don't work here. Pow.
Yeah, not for nothing. After a while, when she was on the show, when she was actually an active participant on the show, I started watching the show just to see whose ass she kicked next. I stopped watching it because of him.
Yo, you can ask Toe. The first season, I think episode 2, there was a big cage fight with Jessica Hedrick kicking the shit out of everybody in that like street cage.
Yeah.
I walked out before that. Toe came into the room and was like, yo, Vic, you gotta see this. This scene's actually pretty good. And I went, nah. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just looking at the guy and I'm like, dude, you're supposed to learn. So you're supposed to know all martial arts. It's not kung fu. All martial arts, all disciplines. To be the legendary Iron Fist, you have to have knowledge of all the arts. Kempo.
Yo, and the actor didn't even want to fucking learn the choreography.
That dude is trash.
And that's my problem.
Yeah.
Here's how bad that show is. We talk about the lack of Puerto Rican representation in movies and shit. They put a Puerto Rican in charge of the hand. And I was like, nah, duh, what? That's not where the fuck we show up.
Yeah.
We're not ninjas.
Yeah, we didn't all go to fucking China.
Yeah, like, why the fuck are we in charge of this ancient fucking Chinese organization?
And then all of a sudden that girl and that guy. I totally try to forget everything about that show, but the girl that was his girlfriend before he disappeared or whatever, she's have a boss and his father's company and this and that, and I'm just like, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, you guys really just, the comic book is right there. Use it, please. And yo, dumbass, you have no rhythm. Maybe you need to do some choreography, okay? Learn the fucking choreography. Learn that if you're supposed to be the best of the best of the best of the best, nobody should be touching you.
Or, and go with me on this. The Iron Fist wears a fucking mask. Put the mask on and have the stunt guy go out there and kick the shit out of everybody, and we'll never know the fucking difference.
Bingo. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
So, speaking of the Marvel shows, do you think that it would be best for Marvel if they were to get the ability to, those characters from Sony back, to make a Spider-Man show?
Ooh. I mean, is it going to be Villain of the Week, or...
Kind of, like, it would be like the cartoon. Like, there's
like a live-action
so many
cartoon?
Like, there's so many villains, you know, for that. And if you're going to compare, Spider-Man and Batman are the two, like, most popular in each, you know, respective company. Don't do a Penguin. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if you did something like that, then we can, you know, see these, like, the fucking, the Russian tracksuit mob people. They were in Hawkeye, like, just popping up everywhere. Like, you have people like that, and just, now it's Tombstone, now it's Kingpin, now it's this guy, now it's that guy.
I don't know how that would...
You gotta arrest someone at one point.
I don't know how that would work.
But then they wouldn't be a supervillain.
No, but I'm saying, like, a live show of the cartoon type. Not as kiddie, but, you know, somewhere, you know, like...
You want to hear Tom Holland? Shocker!
Yeah. I will fight you to the end of the world! Yeah, like, but, I mean, like, I think if you did something like that, and it was, like, maybe 18 episodes, like, the first 5 can be with one guy, the second 5 could be another person, and you had those sagas. You could do the Venom saga in that shit, and take from those shows and go into a movie, you know, that did something, that ended it or something like that.
So, the only logistical problem I see with that is no matter how good we think these movies are and how much we want to see all this shit, Tom Holland is not going to sit there and be Spider-Man only for the rest of his life.
Fuck you mean?
He's not gonna fucking want to do that.
We let him do Treasure Hunt with
Uncharted. It's not Uncharted. Uncharted.
Yeah, that one too. We let him do that.
I'll be right back.
We let him.
Listen. I don't know if I want him to. I don't know if I want to do a weekly episode kind of thing like that. I mean, like, I get it, because he has so many villains. You want to have to give his villains some screen time. I get it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want them to just redo the movies, but like, if they did it, maybe there's something you could do, the bad guy TV shows and all that, but you have to have Spider-Man in there somehow. Spider-Man is not Batman. He's not the mega power superhero from Gotham. Spider-Man is the guy that's gonna stop a fucking bank robbery and stop, you know, somebody screaming in the middle of the street. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, in Batman 1, he stops a robbery.
Yeah, but in the Penguin, the excuse was the Penguin was so low level that he didn't give a shit about Penguin. With Spider-Man, he's a kid. He gives a shit about everybody.
That's the only thing I don't like about the Penguin shit, is that Batman gave a fuck about all crimes in Gotham.
Yeah.
Even the pettiest one, he gave a fuck about. So that's my only bad thing about the Penguin series shit. But the thing with making it a show is like like Cap said, you need. If you would have gotten Holland before he did Spider-Man in the theaters, you can probably get away with having him do the show. But now, you have him in the movies, with the Avengers, his own movies and stuff like that. Now to try to bring him back and do like a TV show or even a stream series shit, it's not gonna jive. You know what I'm saying? That's he right now in his own head he's too big for that. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you can get my man from Daredevil to do Daredevil again is because besides Daredevil, you really haven't seen him on the big screen.
Yeah, the only movie I know he was in what the fuck was it called? Stardust?
Right. Now,
which was a fucking great movie, by the way.
Now, the chick from Jessica Jones, I've seen her in other shit. You know what I'm saying? In other movies or whatever. So, but she's not the star of those movies. You know what I'm saying? Tom Holland is the star of Spider-Man. So it's not gonna work.
At least not in the format that you would prefer it in. Right. So they might be able to do something, but not in the let's do 18 episodes here, let's do an arc over here, let's do another season with 32. Then that's not gonna happen.
All right, so how do you take advantage? All right, one, are they getting these characters back, or is Sony just fucking them over and I'm blowing hot smoke out my ass?
Bro, if I'm
every time they do something with them, it resets the calendar.
Right.
So if they have, let's just throw out a number here. If they have 5 years in order to do something with these characters, they make a movie, they get another 5 years from that point.
So there's nothing to...
Yeah, as of right now, they're not going to get any of these characters back anytime soon. And with the exception of Venom, Carnage, Kraven, I mean, Marvel doesn't give a shit about Madam Web. They don't give a shit about Morbius.
But Tombstone will be hell of a fucking bad guy. He'll be like a Kingpin. You can put him in the TV series or as a low-level guy in one of the movies.
I don't know where specifically Tombstone lies because I don't know if Tombstone is strictly a Spider-Man villain.
Okay.
Like Kraven is strictly Spider-Man.
Right. Tombstone is a crossover villain because you see him in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Just like Kingpin is a crossover villain because you can see you had Spider-Man fight him and you also had Daredevil fight Kingpin. That's why Sony can't touch Kingpin. It's a little tricky there, but with the news of them saying that they're not going to do any other movies, if I was Marvel, I'd be like, bro, how much do you guys want for my fucking characters back?
Well, here's the thing. This is how it was worded. Sony is no longer going to focus on these extra Spider-Man films because they're focusing on the Spider-Man, Tom Holland, Marvel movies.
Yeah, that's a little Okay, I see it.
Yeah, so that's why
all in the fucking wordy, motherfuckers.
Yes, because they're not out and out saying that they're completely done. They're never gonna do it again. Right. They're just like, you know what? We did our movies. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna do Spider-Man again, and then we'll see where we're at after that.
It's gonna be 4.5 years, and we're like, yeah, Marvel's gonna get boom. Here you go. Here's another Venom movie, just because we wanna.
So that's what it is. They're gonna wait until 4 years and 364 days pass, and then boom, here goes a fucking
here's a movie,
another movie.
That resets.
Yeah. Jeff from Spider-Man, What If, Volume 67, on the 43rd page, he got a movie. So from what I just looked it up, he's Daredevil and Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, but so the saving grace is that they put him in Daredevil and Fox first.
Yes.
So when they bought the rights, Fox had the rights to Kingpin, not Sony.
Okay.
So here's the actual thing from what I've seen here. It is so Sony bought the rights for just $7 million back in 1999, and they are obligated to make a film. Oh, I was right. Every 5 years and 9 months.
Does the Spider-Man movies with Marvel count?
So they're their own separate deal.
Okay.
So Kevin Feige and Marvel went in there and worked specifically for that character, its own deal.
Wow. That's fucking sick.
Yo, now, I don't know if this... What that doesn't say is if it's like the Fox deal. Because the Fox deal, they literally just had to say they were making a movie or going to do something with it. They didn't actually have to put anything into production.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting.
That's why if you look... Well, before Marvel got Daredevil back, they were like, yo, we want Daredevil back. And if you read the reports... all of a sudden, there's talks about fucking doing a Daredevil movie, but in 1976, and it's film noir, and it's black and white, and it's all this other shit, and Marvel was like, "Dang it! All right, see you guys in 5 years."
Yo, Marvel must have been very pressed for money at that point.
Dude, Marvel went bankrupt.
Yeah.
The comic, before Disney bought it, Marvel. Comic books in general just fucking tanked. And Disney bought it up. Marvel sold off all their characters. That's why Iron Man was the first one they started with their own production. Because Iron Man was so low on the totem pole, nobody wanted to buy that property. He wasn't big enough. The character wasn't big enough for film studios to go, I'll take him as well.
So when they say that Blade literally saved Marvel, that is 100% correct.
Yeah, they saw the viability of Marvel characters on film, and here we are now.
People
talking about. Here we are now, full circle, talking about how are they still viable? Because I don't think so.
Think about this:
the guy who started it and was like, look what we can make. Has now turned around all the way to, look what we can't do. We can't do it with them anymore.
It sucks because, I mean, when I was in the 90s or whatever, comics would peak. Like, you literally had people going and spending their money buying comics.
Yeah.
Like, nowadays, you have the big comic places are still there. Planet, I'm sorry, what's this called? Forbidden Planet down on 14th Street. And you had Midtown Comics and stuff like that. But New York City was littered with comic book stores.
Shit.
Yeah.
When I played Little League or youth basketball, our team was sponsored by a comic book shop.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because it was the comic book / toy / some other shit shop where you could go in there and get all your stuff.
Put it like this: during COVID, about 4 years ago, one of the oldest comic book / toy spots was closing. Dude, and I went in there and I saw toys that if I had money, I would have walked out of there with a whole bunch of shit. Like, I walked into that store and I said, fuck! Bro, I saw like Star Wars stuff. I saw the 1970 Darth Vader toy. Yeah, Cap. Yeah. All right, like all the old school, like the original Star Wars action figures, they had.
Damn.
And I was just like, Dude, they had Voltron, the die-cast lion set.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen that in a fucking American toy store.
Bro, I had it. Which is why, you know, I'm still pissed off at my family. I had that. I forgot who bought it for me, but somebody bought it for me. And I had it. And I got shipped off to DR, and I told them, yo, don't let nobody touch this shit. This is going to be worth a lot of money. I came back, and the shit was thrown out. So I was pissed.
Shit.
So,
I hear you.
Voltron Lion, mint condition, the Lion set, die-cast. The shit that's illegal after like 2000 because it was metal and you can actually hurt somebody with it. You know what I'm saying? Not the plastic shit that they came back with that afterwards. No, metal die-cast shit. This shit was heavy. Like, I'm like, yo, I can bust some niggas' head with this shit, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Old school G.I. Joe toys. I was there and I'm like, God damn, I wish I had money.
Yo,
if I'm like a millionaire or whatever, I would have bought that store. I would have just been like, yo, just pack everything up and send it to my fucking house.
Yeah.
That's how much. Bro, I don't even like this shit, but they had the original Rainbow Bright doll.
Jesus Christ. What was the name of the store?
I forgot.
1992?
I forgot. I know it was downtown and it was hidden. Like it was so the store was so old that it was like in residential like buildings or whatever.
Right next to somebody's house?
Yeah. Bro,
Jeez.
they had all the old school shit, and I was just like stuff that if you Google now how much it goes for, you're talking about easy 10 grand and up on certain items. And I was just standing there like, oh shit.
Yep.
And old school comics, they had comics that if you again look them up, easy couple of grand for comics. Some of the comics that they had, and then mind you, it wasn't like they were selling them at face value, like back when they first came out, the 5 cents or whatever. No, they were like $30-$40 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you appraised them and you kept them in mint condition, now couple of $1,000.
Dude, that's why next time you see a store like that, let me know, man, because I buy two, one to stock and one to rock. As my man said.
Well, when me and Ron went to Comic-Con a couple of years ago, we went. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. I forgot which day we went, and we saw in the. You remember the Spider-Man with the hologram cover? Like
yeah.
It was like the size of a card, like right in the middle.
Yeah.
The guy who did that design or whatever, he was there. I bought a pack, and he bought a pack of because it was the 3 different colors of the comic book or whatever. And he was just selling it together as a pack. I bought a pack. I think it was like maybe $40, $30. I'm waiting for like another 5 years to see how much that's going for now.
Should.
You know what I'm saying? But, dude, I mean, like, New York was literally comic book central. Man, you couldn't go 2 to 3 blocks without running into a comic book store. Now, you don't see any comic book stores because, I'm going to tell you the truth, kids can't read. Not that they don't want to, they can't.
Yeah.
Which is ironic for a book that's mostly pictures.
Right.
Now, it doesn't grab the. Life has found a way to strip the imagination away from people.
Absolutely.
And away from kids. And if you wanna know what I'm talking about, go on TikTok and watch one person do a dance, and then everybody just does that dance.
I don't have TikTok, and I refuse to have TikTok.
Well, that was more for the viewers of the show who will eventually see this.
Right. But like I grew up. I don't know if Toe might remember these, but I think I might have said this before. But Cat might know this. Remember that it was a medieval book that you started off, and then at one point you were like a knight, and then if you chose this path, you would go to the middle of the book.
Yeah, the pick your own adventure shit.
Right. I love those things. You can't. You can't find that no more.
Dude, that's the originating point for games like Dungeons and Dragons or Lord of the Rings. Absolutely. Or all that shit. What you do is like Lord of the Rings was big, dense and all that shit. So you would take that same concept,
right,
put it in a smaller thing, like, hey, this is where you start.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you read that, then you get into the Lord of the Rings. Then you get into playing D&D. Then it branches you off. But that's the starting point. Like I was saying, you just go on TikTok and motherfuckers be doing dances. No creativity. No imagination whatsoever.
Yeah, but show the dance I did behind ain't nobody else was doing that freestyle shit. Yeah, see?
Yeah, that one was
And yo, it's funny because the minute we started pressing record, Show fucked it up for everybody. And I said, fuck it, we're just gonna put whatever we got out there. And I just started freestyling. You ain't gonna see that shit anywhere. You ain't gonna see that creativity of fuck it, we'll do it live.
No, but like I said, growing up, like the reason why the reason I got into Star Wars and I love Star Wars so much is, man, the imagination of imagining another fucking world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Great segue. Have you seen The Skeleton Crew?
No.
Dude, I think you would like it. I like it. It's literally like watching your childhood. The way the kids interact, the way they feel about like Jedi and shit like that. It's really good.
I saw it. I have it on my thing I put it on my list to watch. Now, I did something you guys told me not to do.
Oh.
You saw The Acolyte?
Yes. I didn't make it past half an episode before I turned that shit off and walked the fuck away.
I want to know what point made you walk away.
Dude, I was there and I was just like, what the flying fuck? I don't even want to remember anything about the show. I literally just turned this shit off and I'm like,
I feel like the way she killed Trinity, that was like first strike.
Bro, I literally was there trying to purge my mind of anything I saw, and I was just like,
the funny part is you walked away. You said in the beginning,
yeah,
that's the best part of the fucking, like, that's when it was good.
Bro, I saw half an episode and I was like, yo, this thing is putting me to sleep. What the fuck is this shit? I'm done. I literally said I'm done.
With The Skeleton Crew, half that first episode, I was hooked.
Alright.
And this last episode that came out, episode 3, it has something that objectively is weird. But just because of the childlike nature of it, just because of the imagination of it, the way the show's presented, I was like, yo, I'm fully on board with this. I'm on board 100% right now because this shit's happening.
I'll probably watch the first the first 3 episodes. You said there's 3 episodes now?
Yeah.
3 episodes, yeah.
Tuesday will make the 4th episode.
I'll probably watch 3 of them tomorrow. As soon as I saw that, anything Star Wars, I save. I'm like, I want to watch it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. But I wanted to throw up, bro. You guys told me not to do it, and I'm just like, again, this is one. You got Dave Filoni. Let that man cook. Clone Wars, The Bad Batch. I can't wait for the new series to come out, which is the last. I forget what it's called. It's about the last of the clones. So I forgot. I know it's called The Last something. I forgot what the name of it is.
Dude, they have so many fucking projects that they've announced that are making it, that are being made. Like, I'm lost in the sauce with what they're doing.
Right.
That's why I'm just focusing on the shit that's actually out.
Right. But yeah, like right now, I was watching The Bad Batch again. I'm up to the last season again. It's just to me, it's such a good show. I would love to do it with Clone Wars, but just too many fucking episodes in Clone Wars.
Bro.
That's a lot of fucking time to watch.
Yo, to be honest with you, the Clone Wars is what got me interested in Star Wars.
Really?
Because you can ask Cap. Like, I wasn't a Star Wars fan, and then the new ones came out. I was like, oh, these are kind of cool. They're alright. I don't see why everybody hates them. Because I'm new to this. And Cap goes, watch the Clone Wars. I put on the Clone Wars. I'm watching it, and I go, no, hold up. And I saw from episode 1 to the last episode. Like, I seen every single movie back to back, like on the Marvel saga. Boom. And I said, I am in this now. I am a Star Wars fan because of the Clone Wars.
You know what's funny? I know I have a different take on the prequels. I don't hate the prequels. I know that there's a lot of people that hate the prequels.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't like the kid that played Anakin in The Phantom Menace. That's just a personal opinion. That's just me.
I hear you.
But like I tell, and when I know many moons ago when I was on the show when we were talking about Star Wars, I mentioned this and I will mention it again. I hate the fact that people said that they didn't like the way my man played Anakin. They booed him so much that he stopped acting, and now they brought him back for the Kenobi series and Hayden Christensen, and everybody loves him. And like I tell them, I said, if you guys know anything about Star Wars, Anakin was very emotional. That's why they never gave him the rank of master. Everybody knew that he was very emotional. To me, Hayden played him the way he's supposed. You're supposed to be like, yo, why? If he has so much power, why is he whining like a little bitch?
See, I'm one of the people who didn't like him in the prequels, and I'm one of the people who wasn't a fan of the prequels. I famously said I wasted my only day in Rota, Spain, watching fucking the whatever the name of the third one is.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. I wasted my fucking day.
That was the best three out of all three. Out of the three prequels, that's the best one.
Well, I have more of an appreciation for them now.
After the sequels? Yeah.
No. It has nothing to do with after the sequels.
Okay. Because a lot of people do. A lot of people have a greater appreciation for the prequels after the shit show that was the sequels.
No, you know what it is? Here's my appreciation for them. Even though I'm still not a big fan of them, but Clone Wars filled in a lot of the gaps and made it more palatable for me to watch. And no matter what anybody says, Qui-Gon Jinn is my favorite Jedi.
Right.
And how bad could they have been if my favorite character came out of that fucking series?
Right. No, I hear you.
But
my man
specifically with the acting,
great Jedi, but
specifically with the acting, my thing wasn't how they told him to portray the character. It literally is just is the way he delivered the lines. Because if you look at him in the Ahsoka series playing Anakin, he is fucking perfect. He plays it exactly like he plays it as if he is an award-winning actor who plays it exactly like the Clone Wars Anakin.
Right.
But it's vastly different than how George told him to do it in the movie. And that's the shit I was saying with like Craven. Sometimes the director and the actor, like, yeah, I understand that George wanted it that way. But so perfect fucking example. I just showed Toe a video of Kurt Russell and Han Solo and Harrison Ford auditioning for Han Solo, and you could see the way in which they both interpret the lines. One is clearly better than the other.
Well, for that movie, because Kurt Russell made it seem like he was talking to a mob boss, and Harrison Ford made it seem like he was a smuggler talking to someone trying to fuck him over. Like he was on some, yo, I gotta go. We can't do this shit. Where Kurt Russell was like negotiating almost.
Yeah.
So the mob boss.
Something akin to this. I don't know the line exactly, but Kurt Russell was like, "Look, I brought you here. This is as far as I'm gonna take you. I drop you off at the nearest star system. You pay me my money." Where Harrison Ford was like, "Look, I brought you here. I'm only gonna take you to the nearest star system. Then we go our separate ways. Who's giving me my money?"
Yeah, the inflection's different.
Yeah, it was two vastly different takes, but you could tell one of them was a better take on it. And that's my thing, is like, now seeing Hayden do it better, I'm now mad because I know George is not an actor's director. He's more story and spectacle.
Yes.
And he doesn't really give a shit about how you say the line.
Well, that was remember, I know it happened for Empire Strike Back, but I think for the original New Hope, somebody had to redo or re-put together the movie for George Lucas.
So Empire was directed by a completely different person.
Right.
Which is fucking hilarious because
Empire.
He did 1 and 3, and despite how you feel about 1 and 3, everybody's like, "Yo, Empire Strikes Back is the best out of the 3." That's somebody else who did it.
Yeah. But so then it was the original Star Wars one. I forgot. If you look it up, the original cut. I think somebody else told George, no, you gotta this, and I think they cut it differently. They put it together differently after all the scenes have been cut or whatever. If I remember correctly, it's one of those tidbits that you will find in the I'm not sure my age, in the VHS special edition fucking pack, which I have the regular screen and the widescreen. Yes, I have both. And they're both in mint condition, so if ever in the future we go back to fucking VHS, I might have to sell one of them.
I hear you.
Yeah,
shit, but
I hear Disney's looking to buy all of the old original shit so they can burn it and do their new shit. I'm kidding. They're not.
Well,
they're not actively looking for shit we have. They're just actively killing it on their own.
Well, I mean, think about that. That's what they try to do originally, until they realize, oh shit, we've pigeonholed ourselves. So, we gotta make Darth Bane canon. We have to make Darth Revan canon.
Well, all right. Before we get into this discussion even deeper, we're gonna call it an episode. But if you want, Hutch, next week come back, we can get into some more Star Wars shit.
Absolutely.
The skeleton. We will get your review of the Skeleton Crew episode 1, 2, and 3.
I'm gonna watch episodes 1 through 3, and I'll be ready next Saturday.
Yeah, and then we'll
talk
more about.
4 is gonna come out on Tuesday, so.
Yeah. So there you go. We'll get that, and we'll talk more about Marvel. Go ahead, Cap.
Also, before we head out, I got one more movie to watch that I'm personally interested in, but towards the end of the year, I'm going to do my little shorts of top 3 worst movies, best movies that I've seen, worst TV shows, best TV shows that I've seen. And keep in mind, I don't really watch much, so you get what the fuck you get, all right?
It's word.
Gotcha.
And if you enjoyed this clip or this episode, tune in next week. We'll have another one. And if you have any questions, comment down below. We will answer and respond to all questions that were asked next week's episode. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.
Hasta la paz.